Joining us now to talk about the situation in Syria is DePaul University history professor and terrorism analyst Tom Mockaitis. Good morning, Tom. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about how this civil war ramped up again and who's going to fill this power vacuum.
Well, the war never really ended. It just fell off the front page. The Assad regime consolidated control over the cities, but groups like HTS, the Organization for the Liberation of Levant, the main one involved in this, still controlled territory in the northwest. And when the three principal supporters of Assad, Hezbollah, Iran, and Russia, were weakened, then in fact the opportunity presented itself. But you hit the nail on the head. The U.S. is very happy in one sense, anxious in another, because this is a very fragile coalition. This is still an Islamist organization, and no one is quite sure who will fill the power vacuum, which is why the U.S. hit ISIS sites yesterday, 75 of them, and Israel attacked, as you noted, missile and chemical weapon sites, and the Turks attacked some of the Kurdish areas. So we don't, all our allies don't even support all the same groups. So it's a very volatile and fragile situation.
Does that mean this is a risk for the United States security?
Yes, because of course, ISIS developed out of the chaos in Iraq. When you create uncertainty, you create an opportunity for these nefarious elements to gain control. And how did ISIS get itself established in Syria was as a result of the Arab Spring and all of the upheaval with that. So we're going through a very dangerous time. And Syria is the linchpin for a lot of what's going on in the region, in Lebanon, in Israel, Jordan, and Iraq.
Yeah, so if Iran and the Russians are the losers here, how does this impact the whole Middle East picture, the war in Gaza, the fight against Ukraine? Iranians, do they ramp up the bomb?
First of all, it makes it much harder for Iran to get any kind of material aid to whatever is left of Hezbollah, because in fact, Syria was the transit area. And in that regard, it in fact does create, it eliminates that threat. The Israelis, however, have had to move into the Golan Heights to take over from Syrian troops who left the buffer zone. The concern, of course, is that this organization, has it really changed? It's actually on the U.S. terrorism watch list. It used to be the old al-Nusra Front. And the leader has got a price on his head. So have they just simply made a pragmatic adjustment, or have they really changed their stripes? If it becomes an Islamist state that supports, extremism abroad, yeah, we have a major problem. So does Israel, so does Lebanon, so does Iraq.
And what does this mean for Russia?
Russia, it's an embarrassment. Essentially, there's no way to sugarcoat this. The Russians still have bases there. What they will do with those remains to be seen. But because they've been so tied down with the war in Ukraine, they've not been able to offer the aid that I think the Assad regime wanted. So it's a setback. I don't think it's a major one, but they still have ties with Iran, and they still have a presence in the region.
All right. Tom Mockaitis, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Tom.
Happy to do it.
It is 8:34.